If you're in the mood for Italian, we got a great simple lasagna dinner coming up next. Hi, I'm Rhonda Fitterer.
And I'm Laverne.
And we got a great simple recipe for lasagna for those people that don't want to have to boil noodles and go through all the headache of awesome lasagna, but this is truly awesome, just quick and easy.
Right, that's for sure.
Okay.
Anything that's quick and easy is awesome.
Well, in today's world where you got mom, dad both working, we need to go this way. Sometimes it's still nutritious, it still tastes great, but
absolutely. And it's a dish you can prepare the night before if you want, or you don't need that much time just to whip it, to put it together and get it in the oven. The longest is going to be the baking time. It does take a half hour to bake. I mean, excuse me, not a half hour, an hour to bake at 350 degrees, and we put the oven on already. But we don't cook the noodles. And I think time there. Oh, that's the worst. I think when you're making lasagna is cooking them noodles, getting them so that they don't stick together and pull them in your pan and stuff. So not having to cook noodles.
All right, let's get started.
Okay, I'm going to have you just spray this pan a little bit, and we're going to start with 1.5 pounds of lean hamburger.
Okay.
And whatever you're liking, you can use all beef. You can use some pork hamburger with it, or beef, and it even says that you can use turkey hamburger.
Okay.
So just whatever you want to use and how healthy you want to be.
Well, yeah. Well, and for all, we live in the part of the country that there's a lot of hunting going on. I'm sure there's people that make their own hamburger a little bit with the deer that they've caught.
And when you're adding like making lasagna and you got your other seasonings in there, that's where you can use wild game and you don't really even know it that it is wild game. So we, like I said, I'm just starting with that. We want to brown this, and then we're going to also brown, we're going to put the onion in this and cook that up right away.
Okay.
We're not going to season the hamburger too highly. I'm going to put a little pepper and salt in, but you've got a lot of your seasoning right in your spaghetti sauce. And that's what we're going to be using in there. And you can use any spaghetti sauce that you like. I mean, if you like, the Prego, the oregano, or what are some of them? Ragu?
Ragu, yep, that's
oregano ones.
Oregano is a spice now.
That's right. Well, when I make my spaghetti sauce, I usually make it from scratch, so I don't know all these brands out there. So, got that up there high, and just, you want to chop your hamburger pretty fine. You don't want big chunks with this.
Okay. And I see that we just have regular cottage cheese out here. I know with certain brands or certain recipes with lasagna, it will call for cottage cheese, the more creamier. I suppose, I mean, you could almost substitute anything, or do they specifically want you to use a small curd cottage cheese?
Well, it's just asking for cottage cheese.
Okay.
And I would definitely buy the small curd. They have the larger curd and that, but buy the small curd. And when you have that, and some of the better brands of cottage cheese, they're not, the kernels aren't, the cottage cheese isn't as hard.
Okay.
So it will definitely cook down, and you would hardly know that there's cottage cheese in it.
Okay.
So I'm going to take about, maybe a teaspoon of pepper and just put that on there. And that's not a lot of pepper for, 1.5 pounds of hamburger. So, and I'm going to just maybe use about a half a teaspoon of salt in here. And I want to get this going a little bit, and then I will add the onions. And if your hamburger isn't real lean, you're going to want to drain that well. But if you have lean hamburger, you shouldn't have to drain it. You want to get off the excess fat in that. So
sure.
I believe this one here I had just a 93% lean. Might have a little bit in it, but we'll see when that gets all cooked up. All right, we've got our hamburger. It's pretty much almost all cooked. Now, we'll let it go a little bit more, but we're going to add about a half a cup of onions.
Okay.
And when I was cutting my onion, I think I ended up, it was a little bit more than a half a cup. Don't ever worry about if you got a little bit more onion or whatever, put it in. Onions are wonderful. And that gives the best flavor to food that you can have. Right?
Just sometimes that smell right away when you open up a container of raw onions can be a little bit overpowering.
It can be, yes. So we're going to just let that cook a little bit here. And like I said, with this hamburger, I won't have to drain it at all. It is lean and that, but like I said, if you have hamburger that's not, even a little bit greasy, definitely drain it. So
okay.
We're going to start here, and we're going to just take a couple of noodles here, and let's just layer that in the pan here. I should be able to put about 4 at the bottom there. And there's a little bit of room here on the end. We'll just break one off here and just put that in there.
Okay.
We're going to layer this, have 3 layers of noodles. We're going to put the hamburger all in there first.
Okay.
Oh, this is easy to do. I'm going to take the noodles out here because I do want to put a little spaghetti sauce on the bottom.
Okay.
Just a small amount of your spaghetti sauce. And just spread that out there. We did go ahead and spray this pan a little bit here with Pam. It's just, or
whatever
vegetable spray, that's right. So, like I said, just put a little bit of spaghetti sauce on the bottom. And if you would have forgot, like I almost did, I don't think it's going to make a big difference, but that's just the way the recipe, states.
Okay.
It's certainly going to make the noodles stay in place better. They won't slip around in your pan.
Well, a little bit of a bonus.
Yes, look. All right, let's just see here. That looks good. So I'm going to just turn that off there. And so, like I said, I'll give you the spoon, and I'm going to hold this, and you just.
So we need 3 layers of the hamburger, though.
Well, no, we're going to put all the hamburger in.
Oh, really?
Yep, it asks for all the hamburger.
At one time, are you sure?
Because
we can't take this back out very easy as we did the noodles. Just in case.
Well, we're pretty creative. I bet we could manage.
Okay, I'm sure I'm not spatulaing this off like you would, but
okay.
We'll call it good.
All right. Now, just even that up there. There we go. Now we're going to put another layer of lasagna noodles on that. And there's one broken there, one here. Let's do this. And hey, just use your noodles. Don't have to worry about, you might have one too many or one not enough. It'll work.
It'll all cook up.
Yeah. Then it asks for a pound of cottage cheese. And actually, this is 1 pound and it says 6 ounces. I'm just going to use it all.
Okay.
So we're going to just
cheese is not a bad thing. It's healthy for you.
And it's cottage cheese. Cottage cheese is good. One of the recipes that I use when I make my conventional lasagna, where I cook the noodles and stuff, it asks for cottage cheese too, but it asks for egg in there. And the egg always helps set the cottage cheese up a little bit more.
Okay.
But so we're going to just spread this all out here. And, when you have 3 layers of noodles, you do have quite a height of lasagna there.
That's good, though.
Okay, yes. So now let's...
No sauce on here yet?
Nope, the sauce is going to go on the top.
Just checking. Don't want to question the cook too much, but...
Well, some cooks, we can make mistakes too. There is no doubt. Yeah, just put that on there and stuff. Here's a little hole. We'll put it right there. So now we're going to put the spaghetti sauce on top of it.
Okay.
And it does ask to use a large jar of spaghetti sauce. And again, just use your favorite sauce that you have or like. And I'm just using the traditional, it says Prego Italian sauce, the traditional. So there, and it looks like quite a bit of sauce, but you know, with the noodles, they're not cooked and we don't have anything else in there. It really is not going to be excessive, you know, in that.
It will cook down.
And
actually we use Prego at home. My kids like the one that's meat flavored. Has a good taste to it. Yes. So again, use whatever you like.
Yes. Well, and we might as well clean out the jar as long as we're going to empty it out. Okay. And what we're going to do then is now we're going to put that in the oven and we're going to bake this for an hour.
Okay.
And a few minutes before it's done, we're going to take it out and we're going to put mozzarella cheese on top of it.
All right. Sounds awesome.
Okay. Put that in there. And like I said, I've got it on bake there for at 350. I'm going to go ahead and set it, you know, for right at 55 minutes. And then that last few minutes, I will take it out and put the cheese, mozzarella cheese on there so it melts.
Sounds good.
What we're going to do is we're going to make some garlic toast. You can do it really easy. You can buy the pre-made garlic toast. I did see one in the supermarket the other day. It was already brown and you just need to heat it up in the oven.
Oh, wow.
It said like, you know, 3 minutes or something on each side. But I thought, you know, something like that you could just pop in the toaster and not even heat up your oven.
Yep, or if you have, some people have those just little conventional or toaster ovens, that would be perfect too.
That would work well, absolutely. Another thing too, when I make garlic toast, I usually make more than I need. I'll fill up the pan because, you know, I'm going to have more lasagna or spaghetti than we're going to need at one time. And I put it in my toaster.
Yep, works well that way. It doesn't get soggy.
Yes, it doesn't get soggy, and it's hot again, and it just tastes wonderful. It's almost like you made it fresh without all that extra work. It's nice just to make it and you know, make extra that it doesn't take that long to heat up.
Yep.
Okay, we got our garlic toast buttered here. And our garlic bread. It's not toast yet. So like I said, I sprinkle just a little bit of garlic salt on my bread. And this time I made my garlic salt, I just have it's just plain garlic salt. I've had where it's got, you know, green flakes in there and stuff, and I do like the way that looks in garlic toast. I don't think it gives it a lot of different tastes, but it looks nice, and I guess presentation is a lot of what you're doing when you're cooking.
Right.
And stuff. So we're going to set this over on just put it on the stove because we want to wait till the garlic, or the lasagna is done.
Okay.
And then, because this won't take very long. So we'll
Sounds
set
good.
that over here. I like romaine lettuce or whatever, but I didn't have that in my fridge today.
Okay.
So I just used iceberg lettuce and cut some tomatoes up. And I'm going to just cut some red pepper. I wanted some yellow pepper too, but they were out at the grocery store, so I'm just going to use the red pepper. But with the red tomatoes, it would have looked nice to have a little bit of different color in there. And if you don't like peppers, don't put it on. If you know, cucumbers or whatever. Usually this time of the year, I still kind of shy away from cucumbers because they're just not like what we have in the summertime with our gardens. So
Right.
And I've got some zesty Italian croutons. We'll just put a few of those on there. And like I said, I think I'm going to even put a little bit of Parmesan cheese. And but if you don't like that, and you can use some shredded, cheddar cheese or something on there. I think cheese always adds nicely to a salad. Gives it that little extra taste there.
Well, it gives it a little bit of color too.
Yes. And these particular croutons have some really nice flavoring. You know, they're the Italians, the zesty Italian ones, but you know, you can get just whatever you want. So we'll just set that aside here for a little bit here.
Okay.
And we'll kind of wait till that lasagna is about ready to be, I mean, when we hear the buzzer go off, that we can take it out and finish it with our cheese. Okay, the timer has gone off for our lasagna.
Okay.
So let's take that out.
Oh, it smells good.
It's steaming hot there. And now we're going to add our package of cheese. It says 2 cups, which is 8 ounces.
Yep.
So we're going to just spread that on there. And we'll just kind of spread that around. And if you're a cheese lover, hey, go ahead and add more if you have it. You know, and that's me too. And I know a person shouldn't always eat so much cheese, but now mozzarella cheese is made from low fat, you know, skim milk, so it's not as, you know,
it's not as bad as some of them can be.
That's right.
Okay.
So we got that spread on there, and so I'm going to just put that back in the oven and for about another 5 minutes and get that melted, and then we'll make our garlic toast, and
okay,
we'll be able to have a fabulous supper here.
Awesome.
Okay. If our mozzarella cheese is all melted on there, and oh, it looks like it has.
Oh, it looks great.
It does. So we're going to set that up there, and I'm going to put my oven on broil, because we're going to put our garlic toast in there. Or, well, it's not toast yet, but our garlic bread. So I'm going to put that in there, and I'm going to, I didn't put it on the very top rack. I got it down, you know, another row down, because if you have it up too high, it'll start browning the edges too quick, and the top or the inside isn't as toasty as maybe you'd like it. So,
okay,
you know, so we're going to just bring that over here and set it on. And you know, what's great too with garlic toast, and I love Parmesan cheese. I've got some Parmesan cheese that we put on the salad, but when that is about done, I'm going to add a little bit of Parmesan cheese on a couple of them.
Okay.
You know, for those that like it.
Sure.
So we'll just have to keep an eye on that toast so it doesn't burn.
Okay, and just let that set so it
just
cuts great.
Yeah, sets up a little bit there.
All right, sounds good.
Okay, I think, oh boy, that looks like that's toasted about to perfection there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just take a couple of pieces here and add a little bit of Parmesan cheese on there.
Okay.
And those I will stick back in the oven, and I think the rest we might want to get a platter and just take the rest off, because those are pretty well toasted.
You don't want to toast those any more than they are.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Oh, nothing's better than fresh garlic toast.
Yes. And you know, you can, the thicker the slices you make, you know, the softer your garlic toast will be. But if you like that crunchy garlic toast or whatever, you know, slice your garlic, your bread a little bit thinner, and then you're going to get that crispy crust.
Almost like a crouton almost.
Yes, absolutely. So we'll bring that over here, and I'm going to just put the garlic toast on this plate here. And we'll have to really kind of watch that. We don't want to let it go too long, but while that's in the oven, and you know, get fun, be creative with your garlic toast. It just doesn't have to be simple garlic toast. And like I said, putting cheese on it or just whatever you might like.
A plain garlic toast is awesome too.
Yes. So we're going to cut into our lasagna here, and it really cuts nice. So I can see that the noodles are definitely soft.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to have you hold that platter up here so I can bring that piece out here. Whoop, maybe I didn't get it quite cut all the way through like I should, but that still looks pretty good there.
Wonderful.
Okay. So I'm going to just set that aside here. Okay, we're going to take out our toast here because that has already started to melt, and I think that's all that we need here.
All
Okay.
right, put on a regular slice
And one of these. And you know, you take your garden, your salad, it's just, like I said, this is just a simple salad. Put on whatever you want, lettuce, tomato, cucumbers, or whatever. And we sprinkle a little bit of Parmesan cheese on there and croutons. And then just use your favorite dressing.
Yep.
You know, how much better and simpler and quicker to have than this for lasagna.
That's right.
Ready to go.
We're going to eat like royalty, that's right.
Absolutely.
Definitely. To get this recipe, just go to Consolidated's website, www.ctctel.com. Please submit your recipe for us to cook for you on Cooking Crave, and we'd like to thank the Worst Shop as our sponsor. Thank you so much and have a great day.